Hello my friends, and welcome to my making of The Times of India, which is a track written by myself, Mike Cullen. Just to tell you a little bit about me, I went to college to study music and stuff, and got a foundation degree in popular music, contemporary popular music, and I thought I would just make this video just to sort of demonstrate how one of my tracks I've written was actually made. So this is Reason 5, and as you can see, it's got mixing desks, it's got samplers, it's got effects units. You can pretty much it's all singing, all dancing basically. It costs around about $200 to $300. I would think in America. I don't know how much it costs in the UK because it's been a long time since I bought it. So there you go. Right, let's get straight down to business then. So this is the sequencing screen, and this is just all the MIDI data on the screen, which is interpreted by everything that you see on that screen there. So if we go to, for example, the melody line, that is interpreted, that data on the screen there is interpreted through the NNXT sampler, which is the flute. So that's the melody line. So no, the flute's up here. So so yeah, let's concentrate on this bit. So yeah, so this is the MIDI data, right? This is what the computer reads, and like I said, it's interpreted through this NNXT sampler here, which is it's really good. It's an advanced kind of version of the NN19 sampler, which is that one there. So let me just play through this, and we'll go through it a little bit, like bit by bit, and explain how it was made, etc., etc. So let's hit play. So that's just the song starting up there, and it's just coming in nicely there with the chorus. And what we can do, we can solo each of these instruments, such as the drums, the samples, which were put in through the Dr. Octo Rex player, and here it will come in with a verse. So this is the main melody line, which starts up the tune. Quite dissonant. Also, I think it's kind of running along the harmonic minor scale as well. So this is what is happening so far. It's just the main melody line, which is telling the story of the times of India in my own head, I think, if that makes any sense at all. With regards to a story to the tune, there's no kind of story to it. It was just written kind of on the spot. When I was doing nothing, one day I just decided to write a song and call it The Times of India. So that's how that one worked. So it comes in with a break. There's the break. Now let me just stop here for a minute and just go to bar 58. You'll notice it goes bam, bam, bam. So it's bass drum, bass drum, bass drum, cymbal, cymbal, cymbal. Now that was that came about through listening to lots of records by Rush, and that influence, I suppose, came from Neil Peart. So I know he does that a lot on his songs, bam, bam, bam. And so that's how that came about. So let's carry on with it. So it goes into the chorus once again. Pretty much the same as before. The chorus is pretty much the same. When it comes into the second verse, I've used a little bit of a different melody line here. As I say before, it's telling a story. It's starting to sound more dissonant, which I think is a bit of a theoretical term in music. Yeah, you've got consonance and dissonance in music. Consonance is kind of like a normal straight melody line, and dissonance is kind of something which is not in a particular scale or melodically correct. If that makes any sense at all. Melodically correct? Does that make any sense? Probably not. Now we have a different break coming up. I didn't want to repeat the break that I had before, so I just put some different drum parts in. Mainly just shifted things around a bit. So if we just take a look at this particular break here, this is the break which is slightly different to the one beforehand. Obviously they are colour coordinated, if you like, so I could tell where I was going with the song and just to sort of make sure it flowed correctly. So let's go to this bit here. So yeah, that's all MIDI data. If you've no idea what MIDI data is, it's just a sequence of binary numbers, really, which communicates with the computer to tell a certain note to play at a certain time, blah blah blah. This is all quantized, by the way. It was all quantized when I was making it. I always like to make sure all my tunes are quantized properly. So this is the another breakdown, if you like, but it's slightly different as there's nothing much going on. Just a slight different melody there. Notice that sub bass there punching through, which is something I loved about the song. The sub bass really does punch through. Listening to it on the headphones here, it's kind of deafening to the ears, but it's quite good. I like it. There's a couple of reverse cymbals being used there as well. Now the toms on that particular kit are from a Simmons drum kit. If anybody remembers the hexagonal electronic drums that they used to use in the 80s, I know a couple of bands who used to use them. Human League used to use Simmons drum kits back in the 80s. So now we've got a melody on top of a melody coming in now. I was going to put this on SoundCloud for people to listen to, just so they can get an idea and like a flavour of what's going on there. But I just wanted to share the whole thing and just to let you know how it was made and things. If I just solo a couple of things here, just to give you an example of what's happening through the song. So that's the sample that's going on, and that's really what makes it kind of Indian sounding-ish, I think. And that sample goes pretty much all the way through the song, apart from a couple of little bits here and there. So just getting back to the song. The drums were programmed by me, of course. Every single drum was programmed by me. Love doing it. I love sitting programming drums and finding new beats and things and putting things over odd time signatures. It's something I love doing. So the reason why that goes on for so long at the end there, starting from bar 185 to 230, I think it is, or 233, is because I wanted to kind of extend it a bit so I could have room to fade it out. But I suppose what you could do is you could actually stop it, and you can I mean, I've just done this before, but what you can do is you can also tell it to fade out itself by drawing in a box. And if you look on the rack here, see that green box which is around the master fader. Well, that's to edit automation. So you can take that off, and the box will go away in the sequencer. And if you put that back, like I'm going to do now, that thing there comes back, so it gives you the opportunity to actually sit there, go right into it. to draw a line pretty much where it's already drawn but greyed out a bit, and that'll give you the opportunity to fade that out if you wanted to. So you could actually fade it out very gradually, so it just goes down there, so it just goes to nothing. So you could actually just do it that way instead. And if we go back to the mixing desk, you'll see the fader just starting to come down there very, very slowly, because it's a very, very gradual fade out. But I think that's a nice touch really when it comes to making songs on Reason. So you could fade it out that way, but due to the fact that I've got an external wave editing piece of software, I just decided to do that on the final mixdown, which I've got for you right here. So if you notice if I just play it through here. So it just comes down to a gradual fade. In fact, I don't think that's the correct one, but it doesn't matter. That basically explains what's going on there on the end of the song. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I would love to have your comments and thoughts on the bottom below, and thanks very much for watching. Cheers.